Good morning, students. My name is Deepak Gangwal, Assistant Professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, and your subject is in-store caching and merchandising. Okay, so and this is for retail students. Okay, so in this chapter, we'll see what is retail management, what are the types of retail, what is B2B, that is business to business, business to customers. So all the strategies, what fixtures we used in the retail, and what is POS machine, what is customer satisfaction, all these things we'll see in this subject. Okay, so today's class I'll teach you what is retail management, what is the need of retailers, and what is the need of retailers. Okay, so first of all, what is retail? So the retail term from where it has come? It has come from French. Okay, retailer, which means to cut into pieces or to break bulk. Which means to cut into pieces. You are breaking some pieces from the bulk. Right. So retailing includes all the activities involved in selling goods or services to the final customers for personal, non-personal use. That is the definition. This definition has given by Philip Kotler, marketing guru, as you all know. So please remember this definition. Okay. Next is we'll see what is retail management. When a person, either manufacturer or a reseller, sells goods in bulk, then it wholesale, whereas a person who sells goods to the customer who does not purchase it to sell but for personal use, then it is a retail business. So again I am telling you what when a person, either manufacturer or a reseller goods, purchase goods in bulk, that is that person calls as wholesaler. Where the person sell goods to the customer who does not purchase it from for to sell but the personal use, then is the retail business. The seller is called a retailer and seller in a limited quantity demanded by the customer. The customer purchases product from the retailer highest possible price of that product. That is maximum retail price. Okay. Generally, a retailer can be a normal shopkeeper or an owner of a big retail store chain. A small retailer offers the goods on MRP, where the large retail chain players can provide discounts due to overall high sales. Okay, so now we'll see what are the type of retailing. So ownership based retailing. First comes ownership based retailing. In this, first will come independent retailer. An independent retailer is generally a local shop owner or a street side vendor. Okay, street side vendor or a local shop owner that operates a business with a single outlet. He captures the customers of only nearby locations. Okay. Now next comes chain stores. So where a business has two or more branches under single ownership, that is called a chain store. These stores can be present in different locations or even different cities and offer the timeline of products in every outlet. Example, we can say Big Bazaar, D-Mart, then Total, and then showrooms, the Peter England showroom. So many things, so many examples we can give in this. Now comes franchise store. Franchise business is an agreement between an established brand, that is the franchisor, and the other person is a franchisee. If the business model is franchisor demands a royalty fees for his brand name from the franchisee and charges a percentage of amount from the monthly sales. Example Domino's, KFC, Subway, etc. Okay, now it's lease department store. The type of business can also be called shop in shop or store in store. The owner is a lessor that provides the space to a lessee. The companies adopted this process to spread the awareness of this brand. Now comes now comes to customer cooperative stores. What are these? Uh, these are the stores that are owned by consumers themselves. A group of consumers can identify a gap in the fulfillment of their needs and start a store mutually with profit sharing. So that we call consumer cooperative stores. Okay, now we'll see what is merchandise based retailing. So merchandise based retailing is what? First is departmental store. A departmental store is a large retail store that provides a wide lineup of products to the customers under one roof. Generally, they have separate sections for different categories of products. The products they sell are usually election and for electronic appliances, apparels, jewelry accessories, and footwear, etc. The product they usually sell appliances, apparels, jewelry, accessories, footwear, etc. Since the products are properly arranged, the customer shopping experience also becomes good. Example: pantaloons, Max, shopper stop, so many things. Okay, now we come on convenience store. These are the small retail shops that are located near a residential area to fulfill the demand of people. The retailers of convenience store purchase selected goods in a very limited quantity depending on the basic needs of the customers of that locality. Now we come specialty stores. So basically these type of stores does not have a wide range of products. The focus on a particular niche such as sports products, fitness products, electronic products, that they have a very selective and refined customer base and provide a variety in model size, color, etc. Like example Nike, Levi's, and these are the examples of specialty store. Now we call a supermarket. Supermarkets are basically self-service store that provide groceries and other household items that are necessary for the customers, and the products are properly organized into different sections. A customer can pick the products of their choice in their cart and purchase them by paying the amount of the billing counter. Example: Reliance Fresh, V-Mart, T-Mart, Big Bazaar, etc. Discount store. A discount store sells the standard merchandise at very low price, so the quality of the products is not compromised. In fact, they operate on a high volume of sales with a low profit margin. Example: Walmart. Okay, a high hypermarket or superstore. If we combine a supermarket with a departmental store, it becomes a hypermarket. The term the hypermarket was originated in France. At many places, people call it a superstore. A hypermarket is one of the best options for the people to complete their shoppings one go at a single place. Example: Big Bazaar, DMart, Hypercity, etc. Catalog store. We have visited many retail stores where the seller shows you catalog over a wide range of products. You can select any of the product of your choice. The retailer orders it to the manufacturer or suppliers and finally delivers it to you. The type of stores are catalog stores. Okay. Now non-store based retailing. The retail business that does not operate in any physical store comes under non-store retailing. Okay, so we can also call it online retailing or e-commerce. So here the retailer can be direct contact with the consumer at the marketplace as well as at home. Example, postal orders, telemarketing, automated vending machine, etc. Now is service-based marketing. So when a person does not sell any product in the customer but provide service and charge an amount for that, then it process comes under service-based retailing. So I hope you have understood what is retail and what is retail management and what are the type of retail I have taught you in this session. If you have any type of doubt, you can ask me. You can write your doubt in comment section. If you like the video, you can share it with your friends. If you want to make me improve myself for you, so I'm ready for it. And please give me suggestions. I'll definitely improve. Uh, I will improve my quality, video quality, and I will improve my sessions quality, and will definitely get back to you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.